As we are sitting here, obviously we're months from training camp. What is the plan with Wentz? Do you plan on having him back week one, Coach?
We're optimistic, obviously. I don't want to put a timetable on him. Obviously, he's working extremely hard. He's in the weight room. He's getting his rehab done. He's working good, but at the same time, I'm not going to rush him. Like we did with Sidney Jones. I didn't want to put him out there if he's not 100%. So optimistic, that could come to fruition. But again, we'll be smart about it, and we'll put him out there when he's ready.
And it's amazing how things happen. You go from 1 week, you're the MVP of the league, and 5 weeks later, because the backup wins it, you're a system quarterback. I mean, it's nuts, I think. But what do you tell people who say that about Carson Wentz because of what Nick Foles was able to do, Coach?
Listen, Carson Wentz was the MVP talk, of the league last year, and I truly believe if he's healthy, and I still feel strongly that we're probably in the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl with Carson Wentz. And he's the MVP. I mean, I just think that's just the way he played last year, and he's a big reason. He's not the only reason, but he's a big reason why we were, I believe, 11-2 at the time. Playing the Rams and won the NFC East, it's for me, being a former quarterback, to have two guys really three guys. I mean, throw Nate in there, but you're talking about Nick and Carson, who you just don't bat an eye with either one of these guys. The way they prepare, the way they study, their demeanor on the field, their leadership styles. I mean, it's just it's a blessing to have two veteran guys like that, and now have an MVP, a Super Bowl MVP as your backup.
And is Mike Groh the replacement for Frank Reich? Is he the guy?
Mike Groh.
Mm-hmm.
For Frank, yes. Mike Groh, yeah. Mike is the replacement for Frank. Feel comfortable with him, and I've got a great offensive staff, and I've said this before, and it's a collaborative effort. Even when Frank was coordinator, it was a collaborative effort. John DeFilippo is a big part of what we did. Deuce Staley's a big part. Jeff Stoutland. So we got guys that we put game plans together, and not one guy gets the credit, but Mike has been promoted, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.